growing up on a farm afforded you opportunities you just don't have in a city or town. Getting Christmas trees, we had a good time after we grew a little older, and our mother taught school, so she didn't do a lot of preparing for Christmas until the last minute, and so she would get through school and then she would get ready for Christmas. They had more time out for Christmas then, so she would leave Britt and Mary and I so they could go Christmas shopping to get whatever we were going to get for Christmas, really. And that would either be the 23rd or Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve when they did, yeah.
And that's when we put up our Christmas tree. So after we got older, now I was like 13 or 14, 12 and 13, maybe they'd leave us by ourselves. Britt was always the one to chop down the tree, and so we walked all over the farm picking out just the right tree. And they teased me because I did want the tree to be as perfect as I thought it could be. And Britt
and then they know would say, well, the top of that one looks just perfect. So I'd cut the tree down, cut the top out of it. And, no, that doesn't look right.
And we did that. But that was fun, and I think about, just right here on the farm, we were able to go pick out our own tree. And then I remember doing that with our father, and our father liked holly Christmas trees, which not many people would have a holly tree for a Christmas tree. We didn't have many years, but one, he liked to pick out a holly tree just the right size that had the pretty red berries on it. I was not as excited about a holly tree. I thought it ought to be like a pine or a cedar, but he really liked the holly tree. Well, as far as I can remember, we would try to get running cedar, and maybe not when I was younger. I don't remember Mom, but Dad. I remember Daddy bringing in running cedar sometime when we were younger, to at least put on the mantle, and that got to be. We just felt like we had to have running cedar, but truly the house was decorated. Christmas Eve. That we did it as we got older, but before we got older, we would bring the tree. They would get the tree, and we went to bed on Christmas Eve night. And when we woke up the next morning, the tree was all decorated and gifts under the tree. The tree was on the front porch. Yeah. And then when we woke up the next morning and came down the steps, the tree was decorated with gifts under it. It was just like magic almost. I think about it now, they must not have gone to bed at all.
The farm actually came into the Norwood family in the late 1700s. William Norwood moved here from Surrey County, Virginia to Northampton County, and he sold, when Chatham County was formed, he sold the land he had in Northampton County and moved to Chatham County. And this was all part of the farm that he had.